K-ROQ, Klein, Alley Show. Let's take a look at what's going on in the world. Allie, you have a message that was waiting for you before you do the news on the GOAT line.
Is it from Shirley Manson?
It is not. This is a message from an old friend of yours that I guess is reconnected as you are. We're about to officially say goodbye and have a funeral for Fat Allie because she no longer exists. She's now skinny, never looked this good before in her life, Allie, and her fat has gone away, so all the fat jokes must go as well. But this message had to get in.
Hi there. This is Allie's yoga mat. I know you guys are all celebrating her getting thinner, but I want you to know at what cost. I've seen things. I've smelled things.
Okay. Oh, no, your poor yoga mat.
You will continue to see and smell things, poor yoga mat.
Yeah, Allie's yoga mat will be, I'm sure, on the roast. Allie's Peloton seat will be on the roast. All of your favorites that have called over the years will be joining us for the farewell to Fat Allie.
You think my yoga mat is sad? Think about my hot yoga mat.
Oh, my God. Hold on.
That is soaked.
Allie's hot yoga mat is on the phone. Hello, Allie's hot yoga mat. Are you there? Hello. Oh, no. That's so sad.
How can you do that with no hands?
That's amazing. Let's get to your news right now, and then we'll get into a brand new hour of the show where we start giving you things.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News. Oh, I left my stove on.
All right, fake experts, lip syncers, hot girls with bad recipes, cats, dogs, swearing parrots. These are some of the groups waking up scared of what their future holds because the TikTok ban is complete. It was passed by the Senate, the House, and the president is expected to sign it into law. TikTok now has 9 months to sell the business to someone who is not China. They would get a 3-month extension on that if a sale is in progress at the end of that 9 months. Otherwise, the app is officially banned. They also need to sell their little algorithm that figures out what videos to show you based on your interests, because theoretically, if they don't do that, they'd be able to just create a new app that's similar to TikTok and just make a bunch of money on that. So who is in the market for a $50 billion company? Our company, maybe?
Do you think it's interesting that 1 week ago on the Showtime podcast, you were basically the entire podcast was about how you were upset how Johnny had posted your Coachella video on TikTok, and you gave him very specific.
Are you saying I mushed all of TikTok?
Well, it is.
Sure
I've never heard you mention any video ever that you've wanted on TikTok ever.
I'm never on TikTok.
You've never been on TikTok. I think this was the first video.
I was
of you.
on it so that I could see how bad the video was that Johnny put up.
Right, but I mean, as soon as your video hit TikTok, now everyone has
The
decided.
Senate was like, enough.
Let's ban this thing. I mean, Allie, your mush power is getting real strong.
Well, I think the question is, if somebody buys it, will it really go anywhere? Because if somebody like Elon Musk or some other, multi-billionaire that can afford TikTok buys it, it won't change at all. Or it could change slightly, but it would pretty much just be TikTok and business as usual.
Right.
Or, and if it doesn't, it would just kind of dissolve into nothingness.
Someone will buy it, but also like a lot of things, it's had its run, and then something else will be back. I just saw they're bringing back some version of MySpace now that's got a new
No
name.
Space.
No Space, and it's already got like a wait list of 500,000 people, and that's going to be the new thing. And yeah.
Guys, MySpace gets boring quick
Yeah.
if you're going to do it the same way that we did it.
If Allie's over it, it means it's going to be back and it's going to be big. You better believe it.
That's true. All right, at what age do you become an old person? Some would say maybe in your 50s or your 60s. But the way people look at 50 now is very different from the way they looked at 50 back in like the 80s. In the 80s, people in their 20s looked old,
My dad's dad died when he was very young. My dad's dad, I think, died when my dad was 8.
Oh, wow.
So his dad
Was it a health
was
thing?
30-something, maybe mid or young 30s. But I saw pictures of him, and I was thinking to myself, well, yeah, it makes sense the guy died. He looks really old.
Yeah, but he was in his 30s,
I think
right?
he was like 31 or something.
Yes, but
But
people back then looked old.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Whenever they do the side-by-side specifically of athletes, that part always blows my
It was
mind.
like before moisturizer. I don't know what happened.
I have no idea. Because you would think we're eating so many more terrible things now. Like everything's got more chemicals.
Yeah,
and
but it's
more.
preservatives.
Is that why?
I'm guessing why.
I think it's because we were full of microplastics. I think microplastics are a good thing. Everyone's saying they're bad.
Right.
But like if you think
we
about
got to bring them back.
yeah, like a plastic toy stays looking like the same thing its whole life. So if we eat enough plastic, I feel like we're just going to keep staying looking like this.
Solid
Yeah,
theory.
we'll just have like this plasticky glaze over our
Great.
faces.
Love it.
Yeah,
Everyone
well,
loves
look like Barbie dolls, Ken dolls.
Cool.
Everyone's paying money to look like that anyway.
People would melt
Yep.
your face. So what is officially old now? They have a new age, and according to a study, it is 75 years old. People consider old age to begin at 75. A few years ago, it used to be 71, which still seems ancient to me, but now that the life expectancy is getting higher, people don't feel old until much later in life. And I remember, like, when my grandma was in her 70s, I felt like she was ancient. But I thought, like, the Golden Girls, they were all in their 50s, and they all looked like old people.
Yeah, really old. I also think that it's one of those things where you surround yourself with, if you surround yourself with younger people.
Even if they're younger by, like, 5 or 10 years.
Yeah, it keeps you that way. But if you surround yourself, like, I've always loved this concept of moving into an assisted living home, even right now. At my current age, because I just think it would be such a great style of life.
Does this go with your desire to wear adult diapers as well?
Yes. Yes, it does. I just think it would be a great...
You're just biding your time until you're senile.
Yeah, but I think like right now, I'd be the sharpest one in there and the youngest one in there.
You'd probably beat them all at poker and make a lot of money.
I would slay. I could get them medical marijuana,
like, all right,
whatever
Gladys,
they need.
you and me, mahjong now.
So I feel like that. But once you finally are at the point where you have to move in there, you can't really appreciate it because it's just sad at that point.
Yeah.
I want to go in there where I can appreciate how great it is.
The mothball smell.
Yeah.
And the sadness. All right, more and more fast food places are offering free stuff to make up for all the price hikes to your burger. Wendy's announced that they are offering free Fry Fridays now for the rest of the year. And Shake Shack is doing something very unique. They're not only giving you free guac, they're adding avocado sommeliers to their stores. It's temporary. It's just happening this Thursday and Friday, but they will have avocado sommeliers at a lot of their locations helping people pick from a selection of avocados, and then they would choose the avocado they want and see it sliced in front of them before it is added to a sandwich.
How many different avocados are there?
That's what I was thinking. I was like, how many?
Green.
Is it literally like oysters, where they're like, these ones are from the Blue Point region?
Yeah, they
Would
got
you
the
like me
Haas,
to open it and
Haas
show it to you?
ones, Allie,
Yeah,
and then
there's the Haas,
they got
yeah.
these ones.
Avocados from Mexico.
Yeah, and then they got the teeny tiny ones from Trader Joe's. What else is there?
They got this one.
Is that the sommelier?
That's the avocado. Peel the avocado. Guacamole. Yeah, so they got a lot.
Guacamole. I mean, the fact that it's free is the best part. You're
Yes.
getting free guac, and that's a real F you to Chipotle.
Klein, the world, Ellie, famous show, KROQ, Klein, Alley Show. Mornings on KROQ.
If it's happening in the world, you should probably know about it, so might as well learn from Allie. Here's your ADD News.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News. News you can't use.
Well, in addition to the TikTok ban, there's a new change coming to you thanks to the government. It seems like the government finally had a productive day. They did the TikTok ban, there was more foreign aid, they banned non-compete agreements, and now this one, which I think everyone will be a fan of because it attacks those hidden fees, especially the ones that you get when you book a flight. Airlines will now have to be more transparent about the extra fees included in their ticket prices, and they will be forced to issue cash refunds automatically instead of people having to call the airline, wait on hold, get transferred a million times, email, do all this stuff to try and eventually get your money back. This is supposed to be an automatic cash refund.
Supposed to be.
Supposed to be,
That
but...
doesn't mean anything.
Well, I mean, this is now against the law if they don't do that, so they would be held accountable if they don't, eventually.
The issue with the airlines is not even the, quote, hidden fees. It's now they are rubbing all those stupid fees in our face, and it started with the fuel surcharges, and then it was the baggage stuff, and then we all accepted that. But then it became the pay it all if you want to bring a carry-on on the plane, pay it all if you want to pick your seat ahead of time. But then if you want a window seat, that's going to cost you more. If you want to be near the front of the plane, that's going to cost you more.
So would you rather know, or would you rather the fees remain hidden?
I would rather not know.
See, I
just
want
give me
it
the
to, it's like the Ticketmaster when you do like include fees or don't include
Right.
fees. I want to include the fees because I just want one price. I don't want to know that 50% of my ticket is going towards fees. I just want to know,
Right.
just tell me what the price is, and I don't know where the money's going, but just that's one price.
But what they try to do is they try to get you in on the lowest possible number
Right.
so you can wrap your head around
like,
it.
oh, I can get a flight for $99.
Right.
That's cool.
But it's not $99.
And then you look and it's like $300
Right.
for,
So that I would like them to, at least up front, don't get me too excited for because everything says plans starting at blank or starts at this.
See, that pisses me off.
Of course.
Starting at $39. Where?
Right.
If I fly at like 2 a.m. On a Friday?
Omar's still paying $6 a month for Netflix. I don't know how.
It's true.
He's been grandfathered into the original plan.
Yeah.
He's the only starting at.
He's still sending the DVDs back and forth in the mail every couple of days.
We'll find one person who got that price they can say starting at.
They're going to find him eventually, and they're going to take his ass down. But in the meantime...
You know what they're doing now is that every time I turn on the Netflix, I get an ad for, hey, if you want to switch to the commercial version of it so you can see ads and stuff. I'm like, dude, seriously?
Yeah,
but that would be
in.
more money for you or less?
Anything would be more. Anything would be.
Yeah, exactly.
He's in the original
So
plan.
why would you pay more for ads?
Because I would get access to more than one TV. I could watch Netflix on three different TVs. Because right now I'm locked into only one TV.
Right?
One TV.
And
that's
a lot of hotels now, you can sign in with your Netflix or sign into
Not
your
Omar.
streaming, and it's like,
Yeah, not me.
it's just like, nope, I've got nothing when I'm on the road.
But he's got such a good thing going. He's going to keep it as
I got
long
the
as he
one
can.
TV. All right, is your dog so adorable that it is mascot material?
Nope.
Yes.
Whoa, that was a very immediate response. Klein?
Yeah, no. This one, the dead one, yes. This one, no.
What? Jerry is so cute.
Vanessa's so upset.
Jerry's cute, but I don't think he's mascot
I
material.
think he is. I
Whoa.
believe in him.
Whoa. Okay, so the LA Fire Department is looking for a dog to be their new mascot, and in the process, they're going to be raising money for the fire department. Basically, what happens is you nominate your dog. I think the deadline is till 8 p.m. tonight, so if you haven't nominated your dog, you have to do it today. But they would find the best picture in your phone, put it up there, and then it's $1 per vote. So if you can get enough people to vote for your dog, you will win. It doesn't seem like it's super based on looks. It's more based on who you know that has money that can vote for your dog. But then they'll take the top 10 vote getters and kind of decide through a panel of judges who's going to win. And here's what you get if you get
Your dog
selected.
is the mascot of the LA Fire Department.
Yeah, you get the bragging rights of the fire department thing, which you can tell everyone at the dog park, and they'll be annoyed by you.
That's pretty cool.
An opportunity to be featured on the news. Recognition on the LAFD and LAFD Foundation's social media platforms. Invitations to appear at select LA Fire Department events.
Like fires?
We've got a big forest fire. You're invited.
Get
Come
out.
on.
Bring your pooch.
Get your dog out here. And then I think this is the one more people would be excited about, a pet photo shoot.
Yeah. It'll be, if it's not a Dalmatian, everyone's going to just assume it's not.
Well, it seems the
Dalmatians are the only ones who get respect
the
in
top
the world.
one is a German Shepherd.
Yeah, I think
right
but I mean, I always think of German Shepherd as police dogs, Dalmatians as fire department dogs.
I don't see a Dalmatian on here at all.
Yeah, because they would think it was rigged. If a Dalmatian wins this, because that's just kind of the go-to fire department dog, I feel like everyone would think it was
So you think
rigged.
anyone with a Dalmatian would be a shoo-in?
I'm sorry, breaking news, but engineer Justin's German Shepherd dog is actually in the running for this, and he's campaigning for his dog to win.
What?
Is that the one in first place right now, or no?
I think so, yeah. His dog's name is Lizzie.
What?
No. Lizzie is in the top 5, but not.
Really?
Yeah.
Justin as in, hey, it's me, Justin.
Yes, Justin, the engineer who's listening right now. His dog's in the running
Such a
right
good
now.
girl, Lizzie.
Really?
Yeah, he's really running. She might win it.
Let's throw all the support behind that dog.
I'll get a post up right now.
Yeah.
Feels good with the peanut butter.
Jesus
Damn,
God.
dude.
What?
That's really messed up,
Justin,
Klein.
why would you say that?
You just learned his name, and now you insult him. It's so messed up.
All right. Well, anyway, we'll put the link out
Lick
there.
it. Lick it.
Look it good and hard. Lizzie's number 6.
Come on, let's go. Almost there.
That's it, Lizzie. Good girl. Good girl. I hope he's not here.
Not happy. That's the spot.
Just stay.
Hey, Robert, you win. Hold on, okay?
Klein.
Alley Show. Klein Alley Show. 106.7 FM. KROQ.
That's new Green Day on KROQ. It's called Dilemma. You're going to be seeing a lot of Green Day in the very near future. Very excited about that. And let's get to your news right now. Then we get you on the standby list for KROQ World Tour 2024, destination number 10, Toronto, Canada. Your spot on the standby boarding list is coming up the second we're done with your news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News. And now, here she is, Barbara Walrus.
Well, we're not going to be able to use that one anymore after the roast.
Yeah, you're right.
Fat
R.I.P.
Allie is going
That's
to...
about how ugly she is.
Okay.
Allie's beautiful.
Thank you, Klein. Jake, sometimes when you say things, it just sounds mean.
Okay, Fivehead.
Thank you.
But at least he doubles down.
All right. When someone makes an allegation toward a very famous celebrity, there is a lot more gray area these days as to whether or not you believe that person, which is sad because there are a lot of real victims out there, and then people lie about stuff to get fame and money, and that gives the real victims less credibility. This one is kind of the first one I'm hoping is true, and I hope that doesn't make me a bad person. So a guy that works for Megan Thee Stallion claims that she had sex with another woman in front of him while riding in an SUV during a tour stop.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sounds kind of cool, right?
Yeah, I think that's what you do when you're famous.
Totally. Right. Of course. Why not?
Then she allegedly told him the next day not to tell anybody about what happened. And he also claims that she called him a fat bitch at one point, which I don't really know the context of that. I would assume if that's really happened, then that's not cool.
I mean, F or PH fat?
Yeah, because that's a good...
In the article, it says F with an A, with an F, fat with an F, but I don't know what he is claiming.
I bet you it was PH fat.
Yeah, that's a good... If I was her lawyer, that's what I would argue in court.
Yep.
When you question the witness, make sure they spell out or ask Megan Thee Stallion what she meant. But then she started putting him on less gigs, which, if that was true, that would be retaliation. But I would imagine there are a lot of guys out there who would pay a lot of money to see Megan Thee Stallion having sex with somebody in a moving SUV. I mean,
just assume if you're you're at that level of whatever fame.
And you're part of the tour crew,
you're
right?
in the-
Crazy things happen on tour.
You're the inner circle. Like, your job is to be in the inner circle. Loose lips sink ships.
Exact. Well,
Snitches get
if
stitches,
it made him
baby.
uncomfortable, I get it. I'm sure there's tons of things that happen on tour that make people uncomfortable because they're
This is
seeing
like
things
those
at
people
parties.
with Lizzo. Remember when they went to Amsterdam and they were doing like banana tricks or whatever?
Yes.
Yeah, and
You're
now they're
part
like,
of that
this makes me
crew. What do you think's
uncomfortable. And
gonna
I'm
happen?
Like, yeah, but you're out with Lizzo on a tour at a strip club.
I think what happened as a society is we used to just accept being uncomfortable as part of...
Well, you're like, oh, that was weird.
Yeah, that's weird, and you move on. And now
totally.
Everything has to be like a big deal. Everything has to be an issue.
Well, I think it's because everyone's trying to get more professional now, and it's like, that's not a way to conduct business.
Not
And it's like,
around
well,
here.
I mean, if you're on Megan Thee Stallion's tour crew, I wouldn't imagine that most of it is like by the book corporate professional anyway.
I need to get this guy's job, by the way. What does
Seriously,
he do?
and he was a videographer, which I bet you
could
could
do that.
do.
By the way, I want to say this, and I mean this. Jake, Omar, Allie, Vanessa, Johnny, if any of you want to have sex around me, I don't care. I won't even.
I do need to last longer.
Yeah,
so,
I won't.
you're invited next time.
I won't enjoy it, and I will not rat on you. I'm saying just
Okay.
that's fine. It doesn't one way or another. It's for me. It's like, all right, I'll probably look at my phone during most of it anyway.
If it happens for me, I'll call you.
I'll probably look at better sex on my phone while it's happening.
But I'm saying I won't rat you out. You guys have my word.
I appreciate it.
Thank
I want you
you.
to tell everybody.
Thank you, you fat bitch.
Thank you. How did you spell that? How did you spell that?
PH, of course. All right, a lot of new lineups and new albums being announced, so here's a quick rundown if you missed it. Outside Lands, your headliners are The Killers, Postal Service, Post Malone, Tyler the Creator, Yet Again, Young the Giant, Killer Mike, and The Last Dinner Party. Of course, the list goes on. You can check. It's up on our socials. Then you've got Ohana Fest. You've got Pearl Jam playing that 2 nights. Alanis Morissette, Garbage, Neil Young, Black Pumas, Cat Power, and Dog Star again. So Keanu will be there. And then
Okay, I don't care who it is. I want it to stop.
Yeah, she'll be
that's
there.
me having sex in front of Klein.
That's going to be. Yeah, if you have sex, Shirley Manson or Garbage will tell you, shut it out.
And then as far as new albums go, you've got, of course, the Imagine Dragons have announced a new album coming. Garbage said that they are back in the studio making new music. And 21 Pilots is delaying the release of their new album because they want to make a music video for every single song on their album.
Oh.
And apparently Johnny Cash is coming out with a new album.
Johnny
And
Cash?
he's dead.
What?
Was it AI or stuff he recorded before? That's
Stuff
not-
he recorded before that
guy's
has been
probably-
unreleased.
Yeah, he's probably got a ton of stuff.
Yeah.
That's
I feel like
cool.
he was just a guy who was like playing. He was just always playing.
He's releasing the Old People Secret soundtrack.
I can't believe that Johnny Cash could be popping up on a festival soon. Thanks for watching some of our radio show. We've got to get these cameras back to Best Buy before the 30 days runs out. So in the meantime, you can check out our radio show, which is available to listen to every day live on KROQ or the podcast.
Yes, if you download and subscribe to the podcast, you can save a morning show in need.
That's us.
We're very much in need. We're thirsty. Thirst trap.